Hi, today I am before you with social facts of Emile Durkheim. Durkheim considers society as the most important factor than an individual. In order to learn any of the concept of any theorist, we should understand or we should try to understand the perspective of that particular theorist or his viewpoints we should understand. Otherwise, we will not be able to grasp the idea of that particular concept in the right sense. Okay. Durkheim says that society is the most supremest thing ever possible, and he says that social facts are those which exist within the society. Now let us discuss more on social fact. Let's watch the video. In order to have an understanding about social facts, first we have to understand what a physical fact is. Physical facts are those which is existing physically or which can be explained by natural science or which can be observed directly. For example, mass, gravity, etc. Likewise, there are certain things that are existing in our society. It can be termed as social facts. Durkheim defines social facts as manners of acting, thinking, and feeling external to individual, which are invested in a coercive power by virtue of which they exercise control over him. Which means they are those social forces in our environment that influences us but which we cannot change or control. Social facts have a reality sui generis. Sui generis means it is a Latin phrase meaning of its own kind. Social facts cannot be reduced to an individual fact. They are observed indirectly. For example, religion. It exists, but we cannot show it directly. We can find temples, mosque, church, etc. We can say it is related to religion. Or when we see religious beads of different religions like Hinduism, Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, Jainism, Sikhism, etc., we can relate those symbols to that particular religion. So, social facts are those which exist within the society. They are the aspects of social life that shape the behavior of an individual. Actually, this is a broad term that can be applied to all those aspects which will shape the behavior of an individual. Okay. When individuals are woven with regulations, mores, rules, laws, consciousness, cohesion, etc., they emerge as a society. Durkheim calls these social aspects as social things. Durkheim gives a classic example to demonstrate social facts. That is, an individual inside a room. The person in the room has freedom to do anything and everything and move freely within the room. But the structure and the shape and the design of the room limits the movement and actions of that individual. If he wants to look outside through window, he has only two options. If he wants to leave the room, then also he has only two options. It will not be possible for him to exit the room through the corners. Even though he is free, this freedom depends on the number of choices or the range of choices. Our choices within the society is also likewise limited through the social facts. So, Durkheim is comparing social facts to the walls of the room. They are not existing inside the individuals, but they impose themselves on individuals. For example, norms, values, beliefs, folkways, social structure, cultural ways, expectations, ideologies, and so on.